How can we, first of all, why are the Americans in particular, to a greater degree, so divided when they go to a new place? Whereas and this is similar to it's not really like the Somalian thing, but even the Somalians, they wouldn't be so unified if they were in their home countries, because they're from different tribes and different parts of the country. And but when they come to Egypt, or they come even to America or other places, they tend to stick together, and even to the point where they call each other cousins and whatever, even though they would possibly be fighting in their own country. But not only the Somalian community, you find that with the Indonesians, you find that with the Malaysians, you find that with the French. Even the French have different forms and different things where they can provide services for one another, and all that. And even the British to a certain degree, the Indians, all of them have some camaraderie when they come to a new place, and they tend to stick together. We have it, but our version of it is just get together and salam alaikum, get on Friday or whatever. But when it comes to something from an economical standpoint, or from patronizing each other's businesses, or even building businesses, like we don't have that type of mentality. If you can give me your insight on that and why it's like that, particularly the African American community, if you can highlight some of those issues, I'd love to hear that.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Brother Omar, you made some very good points on. This is a major challenge for us. And it really begins with the advent of slavery that we have incidentally never recovered from. So the points that you brought out about the different groups finding a way to work together, support each other, not only has it been a deliberate function of the slavery protocol to keep us disunified, but it has continued even in the adaptation of its mutation in the black community, in the African American community, and the African American Muslims, from the Sufis to the Salafis. It has mutated in a form that, each generation produces a new form of this aberrant, crazy thinking, that we distinguish ourselves by being separate from each other and pointing out small differences that block us from even working together on fundamentals, And I understand all the issues with Aqidah and Minhaj and Suluk that are important. I'm not dismissing those. But they do not, in all cases, rise to the level of not seeing the American Muslim and the African American Muslim in particular as a part of the same cultural experience, and identifying to a degree where we can work together. And this is also deliberate. One of the biggest strategies in the COINTELPRO FBI operation to disunify blacks in America was to create distinctions and divisions and friction between the different groups of African Americans, and it even happened to the African American Muslim groups. So this is a cultural issue, it's a spiritual issue, it's systemic, and it's nothing that's just going to organically grow away. One of the things that everybody recognizes about organic growth is that organic growth develops roots before you can eat fruits. So we have to develop the roots of what makes a group identify with each other in terms of core values and vital, important collective interest that builds families and strong communities. So this is something that will need attention and work and scholarship beyond our lifespan, to our children, perhaps even our children's lifespan, that it will take effort and dua and assistance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reverse these dangerous patterns, and Allah knows best. Okay, Aki, so let's continue these Hijrah talks, inshallah. I'm liking this. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.